Hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome back to our Final Fantasy XIV, our playthrough of 2.0 through 3.2. Last time, we got to level 40 and completed our job quest with Eric. So we now have Fists of Fire, and we also still have 2 guildhests to do before we continue on with the main story. So, right now, let's head on into the queue and get into that. Alright, so this one I have been kind of dreading, because this one, essentially all of them have to die within a certain amount of time from each other. But one of them randomly one of them will like to go invincible. So, what I need to do is, I need to definitely watch which ones, there we go. We need to make sure to lower them all about the same rate. But the problem is, one of these guys is invulnerable. Like right now, D is invulnerable. So I need to... I'm actually focusing more on the health bars than anything else. Because if we get this timing wrong, then we are screwed. Because they'll come back to life at full health. So what I'm doing is I'm always attacking the one with the most health. Okay, now I think we really have to just take them all out. Before one of them turns invincible again. Oh, I am so glad I had a competent group. Because I was definitely having, my focus was entirely on the, I'll give it to the machinist, because I know he did as much damage as I did, if not around the same amount, and if he would have not focused, then we would have been screwed. But, yeah. I completely focused on the enemy part the whole time. Anyway, for now, let's head on into the final guildhest. So this one is the first and only 8-man guildhest. This is actually a defense mission where we need to make sure that the enemies, which are all of these, it's actually 3 tribes of these giant guys, we need to protect these artifacts. So, which is why I'm being a bit more reckless than usual, because we need to get these off of the artifacts and onto us. But honestly, so long as one of them survives, then we win. Okay. Now we're on defense here. And it looks like some of these guys are actually on my hunting log. Alright, we have a couple over here, so... Now they're on me. Or not on me, they're on our healers now. But my point is, I took them off of what we needed to protect. So, I'm flipping my camera all over the place because we need to make sure that they don't go after the item. I'm actually dragging them over to the rest of the group. So that way, I'd rather them go after me than the artifacts. It's kind of reckless, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I didn't want these guys beating on the artifact, and I have to trust the healers enough to keep me alive, seeing my health go down. And plus what I'm doing is I'm bringing them to the tanks, so that hopefully the tanks will pick them up. Then I can attack. Alright. Looks like one of the three bosses has arrived. Alright, got rid of his buddy. I just completed a hunting log. Interesting. And while we're doing this, I'm going to keep my camera focused on the other directions. So that way I can see if any more are coming behind us while we take care of these guys. So I'm like literally looking over their heads while I'm letting my character be visibly blocked by the enemy, and as I look over his head. Okay, those are dead. Now we have 2 tribes left. We should be coming from the south and the west. Ah. Okay, I'm going to use a self-heal as I pull them all over here. Now they are more interested in us than the artifacts. Which was my goal in the first place. In fact, we actually have the both bosses together. Yeah, no, they'll get like about a hit into the artifact, but like well, they'll get some splash damage on it, but you know what? It's better that they're all together like this. Oh, look at that! 4 of them just dropped at once. Oh, they just got one of them? Okay, you're stunned. Take out their leader. Good. Leader done. So, one of the artifacts got knocked out. But like I said, so long as we have at least one of them going, we're good. This one's kind of hurt too. But we should be done now. Awesome! Oh, I want to give this to healers. There you go. So, that is the final guildhest. Gives you guildhests give you practice on various mechanics that you may encounter in fights. This working with an 8-man group. So, now let's head back to the main story. We are now. Did I say anyway again? We are now high enough level that Sid will actually let us continue the quest. Before we persuade Lord Dromon to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillimer that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Kurthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Okay. Talk to 4 people about the Inquisitor. Inquisitor Guillimer? Yes, of course I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Bear Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day. I had the ill fortune of being assigned to night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in the darkness, black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I laid recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillimer rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, madame, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Alright, so he was out in the middle of nowhere in the snow. That seems suspicious to me. Of course, he just seems suspicious to me in general, but... maybe that's because he's opposing me. Don't oppose me! Hi again. Inquisitor Goblet? Guillem? I have the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We have learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you have hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. So he's already talked to her. What about you, Patrick? What do you have to say? Under Inquisitor Guillem's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly righteous man to protect us. He shows up and the mound of heretics caught go up. I don't trust him! Okay, one more person to talk to. Hey, Cook. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Hallone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Okay. So, here's what I got. Ugh. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Ugh. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me that you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he's held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you have obtained, Ravina. Mayhap they will provide insight to Inquisitor Gamera's motivations. Okay, this shirt is not as good as what I'm currently wearing, because I'm wearing a dungeon piece, so money! Okay, please tell me I can continue my quest line. Thank you. Shoes are an upgrade by a lot. A lot. Those are 20 higher. Okay. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we have arrived in Whitebrim Front, I have seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not the south. But it cannot be so. That way leads not but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolet is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Okay! So, oh wait, I need to go out the eastern gate. Eastern gate, illuminated by the city, which would be this direction. Right, okay. Because I believe this is the way down the chasm. As we look at the map. In fact, I'll give you guys a little close up. There we go, see? Chasm right there that leads down this way. Unless it's up there I want to go, but I don't see anything from there. So we take a look down here. Oh. Oh, wow. I forgot about that. Oh. That actually surprised me a bit. That looked actually really impressive from up there. Not so much from down here, though. That's probably not why I don't remember it as vividly. But purple means cloud. Jump over this. Or, purple means cloud. No, purple means enemies. Plasmoids. Plasmoids! Oh, these are low level 34s. I have to be level 40 to do this. Alright. Alright, so we'll just take care of these guys. Stop hitting my chocobo, you bastard! Heal up, because I've been taking repeated shots. Alright, Snow Mound. What is buried here next to this dragon corpse? An Inquisitor? What did I pick up? What did I pick up? Bloody Encyclical. Scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointed by the position of Inquisitor. Does that... Is that guy an imposter? I mean, the Inquisitor we're researching. Is that the real... Did I find the body of the real Inquisitor? That would be interesting. Heading back up. Alpha, no! I found this paper on a corpse of an Inquisitor. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. There you go. Huh. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Glam. Newly come to Kurthis and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Ravina, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Give me shoes! Equip the shoes! Oh, that's right, I'm wearing purple pants. Or, more like, wine red pants, I guess. Okay. Not as good as the helm I'm wearing. Because I have the... Oh, yeah, just slightly not as good. Just slightly. So we'll get money next time. Since Lord Jomon has already been turned against us, I fear this is Encycla alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jolad with the evidence you provided, and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Okay, show this to the wounded man. Say, hey, look at this. This is not the guy who saved you. Oh, you've returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? There you go. The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, dedicated servant to the Fury. You would have me believe all that is a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go speak with Sir Perulia. She is the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak of the man who saved... But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. So I need to speak to Prunilla. Prunilla. I guess that's how you pronounce that? Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. These are weird names. Okay, not there. Oh, there you are. Hi. You. I do not believe I know you, madame. Pray move along and trouble me no more. What about this? Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. I need to / cast doubt. I will doubt you, madame. You know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Gillat gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of the Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I never told another. He said if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolet and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolet to the infirmary, and on his first night on Whitebeard Front, Inquisitor Galem was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing, seized while in the possession of draconic rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Tromond, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I remembered the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconic rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebeard Front. So I took several from the chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I'd hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Hollionaire, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Hello, forgive me for not acting sooner. Okay. So go to the southeast. It's over there. To find the rosaries. Got it. Speaking so dramatically, actually made me a little dizzy from lack of oxygen. Because I can't breathe properly. Which makes reading out loud hard, but I want to give a better performance. Alright. Good thing the snows don't melt around here, so much stuff buried in snow mounds. A suspicious box. Was it a draconic rosary? Yes, rosaries. Alright, present my findings to Dramal. Which I will do. Because now I have the rosaries, and a testimony, and a paper that tells that this isn't the dude because it's all bloody. This shall prove my innocence to Ishgard. I guess. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you three access to Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. But what if I gave you all of this evidence? There better be a very good explanation why you're carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this Popple and Cyclone? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence and your testimony have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Ravina, and for that I deeply apologize. I'll permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Okay, I will do that. Give me money. Alright. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul, whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Ravina. Together, let's put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. I am being way too overly dramatic, but I am so eager to get this heretic nonsense done with. Let's go! I'm in an overly dramatic mood today. Let's just go with that. Okay, so onward we go! Do I need to kill you for hunting log? I need to zoom out so I can see. Not you guys. So, as we walk, I'll let you guys know the plan for, after I'm done with this episode, I'm going to, grind to level 42, which should make it so we don't have to, grind, like, mid-episode or anything for a while. So, yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Alright. I see a spooky cloud of enemies to fight. Alright. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Dramon arrives, we'll have to... we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Yes, I am. I will punch that guy in the face. Because he's an asshole. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? But all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halone. Inquisitor, release that maid and come with us. My Lord Droma, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee a heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Galmont and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard and to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I have no allegiance? No, Lord Dramon, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazy crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgard's innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes. For all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dromon, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. I'll go punch him. Show the heretic no mercy. He must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled. Ignorant swine, I will show you I will deserve the fertility of your faith. Okay, I need to punch them now, don't I? Oh, they're up there, though. I'll wait for them to come down. There you are. Gotcha. Punch you, punch you. You know what? Let's take you out too. I don't want you running around anymore. Alright, now let's kill you before I get myself into trouble, and kill you, so I can go punch that bastard in the face again. See? Punch him in the face. And I'll kick him in the face, too. There we go. Okay. I feel better. Now I just gotta keep at it. Do you see, Heretic? You and your allies are no match for the might of Ishgard. How wrong you are, Ishgardian. I've been blessed with a power far beyond your ken. Come, my brothers, grant me strength to smite our enemies. Oh, he turned into a dragon. But you know what? He's after me now, so that knight is going to be okay. Oh, my vulnerability is up. A dragon stands before you. Yet you do not flee? Your magic have no power over me, heretic. Oh, now they both want a piece of me. But I gotta take out this wyvern. Zoom out. So this generally. Oh, I am like really hurting now. Okay, that let me last a bit longer. No, this cannot be. I'm actually going to switch to Fists of Earth because I am taking a beating. Alright, I am no longer I no longer have aggro, so I can go Fist of Fire, finish them off, and we're done! Yay! That is one less obstacle for our, one less obstacle in our way. My glamours dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within Stone Vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim Front shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Ravinous, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian's affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter of which you have brought you into our midst. It is past time that you're reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at Whitebrim Front and bring your associates. Alright, but we are out of time, so what we will do is we will end the episode here, and in between episodes I will get us a couple more levels to make sure we don't run into problems, and then the next episode we will start by turning in this quest. So if you enjoyed this, give it a like. Any thoughts, comments down below. If you have subscribed to my beautiful face, if you like more of these videos, check out my Patreon, and thank you for watching. Until next time, later.